Hey, I'm Brian. Wanted to say a quick thank you for stopping by to check out my profile. Now, my highest priority, first and foremost, is to make sure that we are a good fit prior to anything. And so there are a few questions that I would have you ask yourself. First question is, do I know who I'm speaking to? Meaning, do you know who you're speaking to? Do you know who your customer is? How intimate are you with that customer? You understand their needs and their wants, and you understand how your value relates to a problem that they have or a solution that they desire. Second question is, how deep and how aware are you of your customer? And the third question would be, am I, meaning are you, ready to work with someone who can take your entire business to the next level, simply with one or two projects? So those are the three questions I would have you ask. Typically, entrepreneurs, businesses, organizations of all sizes have hired me for one of three things, or a combination of all three. The first thing is direction and guidance. The second thing is talent, and the third thing would be raising capital. Essentially, the fuel to get the plane up in the sky, basically. So I want to make sure that we're a good fit, and that means that you need to know who your customer is, like off the bat. Like, who is your customer? Where are they at? Where do they live? What do they do? Why do they matter to you, and why do you matter to them? And the second thing is, I want to know that before I take on you as a client, I want to know that you're willing to dive deep into the planning process. Working with someone like me, I'm very, very assessmentative, if that's a word. I'm very deep diving into the desired outcome and how to get there. I typically reverse engineer my solutions. So I begin with the end goal in mind, and I like to work my way backwards to define what the starting point should be. And then I get my timelines in there. And whatever we're doing, I mean, I get hired for creative projects, I get hired for strategic projects. Typically my creative clients right now, what they're struggling with is they're struggling with creative blocks. They don't know how to take their value and communicate what it is they have to offer so that someone else wants it. And so when you're beginning to bring your business to a creative level of thinking, you have to take a design thinking approach. And what design thinking is it's thinking deeply of the needs of your customers. It's designing and thinking and designing your holistic approach in a way that meets the needs of the clients you want to serve. So a lot of my creative clients who have creative blocks, they are struggling with identifying their audience and humanizing their audience and treating their customers as individuals. So when I reverse engineer a creative process, I go back to the customer and I look at what's going to trigger them to want to use this product or service. What's going to make them passionate to join a community of other people who are also triggered to want this product and service. Because I'm not just about bringing businesses more customers and more clients and increasing their sales revenue. I'm also about increasing the experience that they have to give to their customers. And part of that experience is creating a passionate community around that business, a community of raging fans that will support the business through thick and thin. And that's what I do for my creative clients. Now, from a more strategic approach, I dive deep into marketing systems. I dive deep into conversion systems. Conversion is an action that you want a customer to take. That's how you get a sale. Life changes don't happen without a transaction of some form or shape. So in order to change lives and change the world like we want to with these grandiose company missions that we have to transact business, period. And there are systems that need to be in place And there's a certain level of consciousness and organizational consciousness that businesses need to have successful, ongoing, repeat transactions of higher volumes as time goes on. So when I do strategic consulting, I'm defining your marketing process, your sales process, your fulfillment process. I'm looking into your management, and I'm also looking into the financial management impacts of your industry, of your business, and of your market. Some of my clients are in auction-based markets, meaning that they are in a business to where their service is kind of like a commodity. It's available anywhere, and so they're struggling with maintaining a price at a certain point because their customers can just go somewhere else to get their service for cheaper. Well, the problem with that is that you actually have a brand problem. You have an identity crisis problem. You don't know how to identify yourself or distinguish yourself from the rest of the market. You think that what you're doing right now internally makes you distinctive, but what you need is an external system and solution to make you more distinctive. So, just to keep this very brief, I just wanted to introduce myself. I am very flexible, and I'm looking forward to working with clients who want to dive deep into their business, and they really want to get their business to the next level, period. And they're ready, they're prepared to do so, they're prepared to move forward with me, and they understand and know value when they see it. And, so those are the clients that I like to work with. Do you know who you're speaking to? Are you ready to move forward with a professional? And are you ready to really dive deep into what it takes to transform your challenge into a desirable outcome? So again, I'm Bryan, and I can be reached either through the freelancing site, or if you'd like to contact me, my email is BryanPlusAssistant@gmail.com.